there are days that I'm having trouble to connect with things that are outside of me, that it really takes a lot of focus, a lot of energy, a lot of attention to make connection with other people, to, I don't know, to be anywhere outside my own little world in my head. And I know that's something that's really typical for introverts. And I'm not saying this can happen to introverts only, that's not the case, but it happens more often to introverts. And I have this thing, this only happens when I'm feeling really tired, when my body is like, okay, you've done too much. You've done too much. Just take care of yourself. I wanted to take you on a story of what I do in my business, so I make it fit with the fact that I'm an introvert and a highly sensitive person. That too, but that's usually comes one in one. I don't know, I think 70% of introverts is also highly sensitive. So that's a lot of people that are introverts that are also highly sensitive. I think I started my business partly because of this, because I could be at the office and I really dreaded going to the office that had an open office space. Not my place to be. Too many sounds, too many people who disturb me, too much going around, and I can't really focus. I can't really feel the flow in my business. And to me, that's really important, to feel like a flow, to feel that I'm on the move, that I'm on fire. I love that. And I hate it when it's not there. I really, truly don't like that. It won't be there spontaneously, the flow. You have to do something for it. And in order to do something for it, like I create flow in my business in the way that I work throughout my day. I start really early in the morning. When I get up, I do my morning routine, but even before I go for a real breakfast, I do 2 breakfasts in the morning. I do like a handful of nuts, walnuts usually, after my morning routine or during my morning routine, and then I'm gonna start on my work. Then I'm starting on my work, and then I already started the day. And to me, that triggers flow, because when I already did something, even before I ate my breakfast, it's nice, it's awesome. Then I feel motivated to continue. So that's one of the things that I do to maintain flow in my business. I haven't seen anyone in the morning yet. And that's amazing, because as an introvert, I work best when I'm alone. However, it doesn't mean I always work alone. I need people to spar with and inspire each other. I really do. But for work, to get in the flow, I need to be alone. And that's, for me, my business as an introvert, that's really important. It's really important to experience flow at least a little bit of every day. And I think most entrepreneurs started their business because they want to experience some kind of freedom. To me, that was really important. I really love to experience freedom in my business. Freedom of where I work, freedom in finances, freedom in how I do my appointments, freedom of time as well. Funny thing, that doesn't mean I only work 2 hours a day. It usually means I work a lot. But I love working. And I love the fact that I can have these rules in my business, in my life, basically, that I can fit towards my personality. And I have rules in 4 different categories. I have rules for my body, like drinking 2 liters of water per day, like dancing in the morning to wake my body up. That's for my body, but I also have rules for my mindset. And I know that I am responsible for everything, for how I do my business. I am responsible for everything that happens in my business. I am responsible for how I deal with everything, how I take charge of my day, how I do everything in my business, because it's my business. And I fit that towards the fact that I'm an introvert. So I am responsible of taking care of my introvert side as well, which means my office. It's a place alone. But these are the rules that I have for my mindset. I have a lot more of these rules, and I mentioned them in the course specifically for introvert entrepreneurs. I have also rules about the environment that I work in. For instance, this office around me, I record this in my office. This is my space. This is my alone space. I don't share this space with people at this very moment. I'm not going to say I will never do that, but when I work, this space contains my energy. It's my trigger of working. It's my trigger for doing stuff on personal growth. It's my place for meditation as well. This is just my spot. This is my introvert spot. When I need to be really introvert and take care of that side, this office is there for me because no one will disturb me here if I say so. I have body, I have mindset, I have environment, appointments. The social part of business, appointments. I only make appointments in the afternoon. At least I always mention that's my preference. I want to do this in the afternoon because in the morning, those are my focus hours. Those are the hours that I haven't drained my energy on meeting anybody. Even if I liked the meeting, it's still hard to get in the flow after that. So I do that beforehand. I do my focus hours. I do the things that I need to do before I meet with people, before I make appointments, before I coach, before, basically anything that I have control over. If I buy an online program and they have meetings in the mornings, I will be there for sure. But if I have control over it, it will be in the afternoon for sure. I think one of the things that people say about introverts, you're no fun, it's no fun. And I like to have fun. I like to be outgoing once in a while and love to do crazy things, actually. But fun it's your definition of fun. It's not the extrovert vision of fun in your business. To me, it's really important to have fun in my business, to have fun, to enjoy what I'm doing. My business is targeted at the things that I'm good at, but also really enjoy doing because I know I'm really good at sustainability. In the workspace, I'm good at water management. However, not really liking it anymore. So I focus my business on personal growth and giving tips and tricks and hacks to make your business grow, to become better at what you are doing right now. And as a neuro-linguistic programming trainer, aka something like what Tony Robbins is doing, because he uses neuro-linguistic programming as well, I know a lot of tips and tricks and techniques to make it so much easier to do other things in your business, to make it work for you. And I love teaching. So that's my fun thing. I love teaching. But for other people, that can mean meeting the right people. Like I have a friend, also a trainer, and she said, I love meeting new people. Even though I'm introvert, I love meeting like people that are like-minded. So that's the fun part. And this one is also not really like the introvert way. People will assume, I think, but I love adventure. I really do. I love to do things that are outside my comfort zone. I love to go travel, which is why my business is online. I can work from anywhere. I love adventure, but I also love the adventure of business, of trying out something new, of launching a new course, of making my business work in a certain way. That, to me, that's adventure. One of my dreams is drive in a camper with my boyfriend and our dog and go on a trip in Europe for like 2 to 3 months. That's possible with this business. That's possible with how I arranged everything, that it is online, that I can do it from anywhere, any place, anytime. That's what I did to make it fit to me, this business. And I love that too. And the last thing that is important to me in my business, and it's not like as an introvert you're shy. It's not like you're boring or whatever people or want to label it. It's not like that at all. We just think before we do and stuff, and people tend to think that's boring, but it's not. It's just you're more conscious of what you're doing. And to me, I'm really conscious of where I'm growing in my business. Am I growing at the marketing part? Am I growing in the sales part? Am I growing in how I make my courses? Am I growing in, whatever I can grow in? And at the moment, that growth is a business coach. So she is definitely a part of my growth. Then there's also, I'm listening to various podcasts. At the moment, I'm listening mostly to the one of Lewis Howes, The School of Greatness, to grow. And the moment that I listen to that podcast is usually when I'm in the car. I arrange it just like it fits to me, because I will never listen to a podcast when I'm working. I can't do that those two things at the same time. But I know that I will pick up something interesting, something important, something that will catch on. And I do that when I'm driving, and I'm driving every day to my horse. So it's a very effective use of time when I'm in the car for 30 minutes. I'm listening to his podcast, usually on a higher speed than usually 1.2 or 1.5, the normal speed. So I can listen to one podcast on the way there. And that's how I do it for growth. Like, I always seek someone out. I seek out mentors. Even if you can't connect one-on-one to them, you can always listen to their podcasts, buy a course, do stuff that works for you. And to me, that's a really important thing in my business. So in my business, I made it fit towards me. And for me, it's important to experience freedom. It's important to grow. It's important to have adventure. It's important to have fun. And it's important to experience flow. And I do that with a set of rules that I use in my business, and also for my body, my mindset, the environment that I work in, and for the appointments that I make for the social part of my business. And if you want to know more about that, just check out the course that I made for this, or this blog, because you can actually read all the things that I said here basically in my blog too. The essentials, so you don't have to re-listen. Love it if you re-listen though. So yeah, to me, that's how I do my business as an introvert. I make it work for me. And I guess if there's like one takeaway you get from this, make it work for you. Make your business work for you. Do what works for you. And keep doing that. Keep doing the things that work and get rid of the things that don't. To me, no more of open office spaces ever again. I hate them. I really, really hate them. I will never do that anymore. An open office space when I have to like work at a laptop. It's just not going to happen anymore. It's also, I don't like working in an office. So I think when I would grow my business to a larger business than just me, and I will get a team, then there won't be an office ever. And it will all be online. And I can meet up online or wherever I want to in this world to do business. If you love this episode, please share it with your friends. Tag me on Instagram. Let me know that you listened to it, where you listened to it, how it inspired you. I would love to know that. And please leave a review on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you're listening to this podcast. That would be really appreciated. And I will see you in the next episode.